Here we guys, we're turn 7, super long game, but really cagey. We've got tons of stuff going on. Basically, I knew this was going to come down. I'm going to run out of platoons just in terms of coverage. I basically had to go up and then force a wedge over. One guy bogs. I move these guys up. I didn't double this time, so I'm all right. And I have pretty good armor, so I'm all right in the front. He dug those guys in, so he's really holding that. Spetsnaz move over to assault the rockets. I remember this turn. I did kill off 2 rockets, so he's basically down to 1 rocket, which is not really going to do him a lot. Tiger did get back in, so he's kind of moving him around. He's got a long way to go to get to this objective. Just in the meantime, I'm kind of trying to cover both with the HQ, so I don't really know how successful that's going to be. He's going to try to blow up the IS-2s. Most likely that's going to happen because they got pretty heavy guns down there at the Jagdpanthers, so looked bad for the Germans in the start, but this is kind of what I predicted with the T-34s not holding up. Going to add an SMG company to this and possibly planes. The planes would be pestering them right now, especially with no anti-aircraft, so that's some additions to this Russian army I'm looking at, so we'll see how it plays out. We'll get back to you. Okay, so we're at like ridiculous number turn 9. What just happened here? A little bit of back and forth shooting there, nothing really resolved. Nebs are gone, he's at half strength, I'm at half strength. Tiger moved back, Yog stayed the same. I still can't get in range to shoot those heavy tanks because there are 4. Long range is 5, concealed making a 6, and if I move, I get a +1 to my shot, so makes a 7, which I can't roll. His HQ is kind of stranded out here, so I'm kind of trying to isolate that as best I can to shoot it, and hopefully at the same time not taking any more casualties. I'm down to 3 IS-2s, so got to lose another 2 more before I have to test on those guys, so see what happens. So we got all kinds of foolishness still going on here. Dug in, HQ's gone for him, so we can't lose anybody else. This guy's just been bogged for like 55 turns in a row. These guys have since vacated their movement and decided to come back and help out. My HQ's still kicking around. He's maneuvering his Jagdpanthers, trying to get shots and prevent me from getting shots, which is what you want to do ideally. Tiger's still kicking back. I should have killed him like turn 1. Couldn't make the rolls, so he's going to probably come back and bite me. But we'll see what happens. He's not contesting my objective. I'm not on his. These guys are holding tight. This one's just sitting out there in the open. So we'll see what happens. We're going to make some rolls and see if we can kill some tanks. So don't even know what turn we're in now. Crazy stuff going. I finally got unbogged. Tried to move down here. Took a shot. Failed all those. HQ's still hanging around. He moved some Jagdpanthers up. That was my chance to shoot, but I didn't. It's going to swing around the side. Tried to take some side shots. Probably blow them up because there's a very good chance of doing that. And that'll pretty much end this game. So we'll wrap it up there. And then I'll let you give the why or what you would have done and changed. So okay, so absolutely just craziness just happened here. IS-2s were in the woods. I'll tell you how many rolls we had to make and not make. IS-2s were here. Had to make a bogging check to get out, so I couldn't have possibly failed those. But actually, before that even, he moved 1 around to take side shots, so it's like an automatic straight through, but failed to hit. He had an instant front shot, basically needed a 4, didn't make that, rolled a 2. Then I had to make 2 bogging checks to get out. I luckily made those. I made a shot from here, which is like a long range shot. I needed a 5, I made it. Luckily I had a 2+ because I rolled terrible for firepower. I rolled 2s. Luckily the IS-2s had the big guns, so that's the advantage of them. Swung around, the commander was here. He actually couldn't even do anything in the rest of the game because he's independent. This guy, and this guy are the only guys that could either take an objective or hold. I'm not even holding this, so if I did not kill him, he would have instantly won the game next turn without me doing anything because I have no stormtrooper, no nothing. So had to make that roll. If I didn't, he wins. If I make the roll, I win. So that's how close it was. I'll just give you a shot of the destruction that we have. Like a burning line of T-34s, Brumbars on their sides, another burning line of T-34s on the hill. Over here, like nothing happened in this town. He's still holding this objective, but unfortunately, holding's not going to do it in this game. It's going to be a capture. Tiger burning, and over here now newly 2 Jagdpanthers burning. So what would I do different? Differently, I would have advanced my T-34s in through the town rather than through this big huge gap. I was hoping to use the wreckage, but it didn't help me. I like what I did over here. I like coming up and then running a wedge across, although in the end I actually had to come back, so that took me a while. I I need an SMG company for this, and planes would be a big help. So I'll let the other Sean give a redux for you. Want it on camera or no face?
No face.
Okay, so no face. So what would you have added, done different, or did you like or not like?
Well, I thought the plan I had was not too bad. I think the die rolling wasn't in my favor this game, especially the start and at the end.
Okay, yeah, obviously over here that didn't help.
Yeah, but maybe if I tried something else, I'd maybe start with the Jaeger Panthers and the Taggers, and maybe would have pushed up towards the village, or even just did a face-off with the T-34s to start with those two armored platoons.
Yeah, so that's definitely, he was really out-armored in the first turns, losing Tigers early. I think that's probably what hurt him the most. If the two Tigers were rolling around, like turn 2 or 3, I don't think I would have had a chance. So I'll tell you another thing I think could have done different. If your reserves would have arrived earlier.
Yes.
I had all my army on the table, and he still only had a starting force. So and it wasn't until like turn 5 that he actually started showing up. So that didn't help him. So we'll call that a bit of luck on my side, and then a bit of luck at the end. So that's the game, folks. So hopefully you enjoyed like a 13, 14 round game. So it's typically a lot longer than need be, but
it was a great game.
There we go. So good game. Everyone had fun, so we're good to go. So cheers.